Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another backlog build and review. Let's go ahead and get the randomizer up on the screen here and see what we're going to be building and reviewing today. Spin, spin, spin. Alright, cool. Looks like we're going to be building the classic Funwhole-Camper van. This set was released in 2021 and has recently retired, and I believe is now only available in Canada, to ship from Canada to Canada. I don't believe there's any more stock left in the US or in China. So stick around and we'll check out this really cool looking set. I'm Mighty Joe and you're watching Once again, everyone, welcome back to another Clicktastic episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. As the randomizer indicated, we will be building and reviewing the classic Funwhole-Camper van, which was released in 2021 and is now retired. This set is really cool. It is a big old camper van. The set is set number F9012, does consist of 1,741 pieces, and is rated for ages 8 and up. So you can build this with your 8-year-old and they should have no problems. Now, looking at the box, you can see that it does have a beautiful picture of the built set right there. The set does come with lighting, so if you look on the back, you can see that there is a picture of the camper van with the lights off and with the lights on. Really, really cool. We do have the old style branding here for Funwhole. I've been wanting to build this one for a while. It has been in my backlog for a bit. It was on sale and I got it at a 60% discount when it was on clearance. I couldn't pass it up. It's a really cool looking set. Now, this is not minifigure scale. This is going to be a large set for display. I kind of like that better because you're able to see a lot of the details easier. And yeah, I'm looking forward to putting this together. Let's take a look inside and see what's included. The actual box says that it does include the user manual, the building bricks, the LED light kit, the brick separator, and the service card. So let's take a look. All right, so opening up the box, we do see that we have our instruction manual here. It is a bit thick, and our service card just popped out, along with our sticker sheet. This is the old style Funwhole service card with the old information for contacting Funwhole customer service. The Lumibricks customer service is now replaced information on the card, and it does say Lumibricks on the service card, since they did change their name in May. Now, back in the beginning, Funwhole did used to use stickers with their sets, but I am so happy to say that now they are, if not 99, 100% pad printed pieces and not stickers. But I have no problem putting on the stickers. I've gotten pretty good at it, so we'll put those to the side. Now, looking at the book itself, like I said, it does have a good thickness to it. Opening it up, you can see a really cool outdoor shot of the van. And you've got the About Funwhole information right there. The inspiration, this is a really cool shot of the set on a road. You can take a vacation in your mind. It's got information on the battery pack, how to place your stickers, and then it gets right into the build. Shows you that bag 1 is going to build the chassis, and so on. The instructions here are really good. Even way back then, they were still highlighting the pieces that you're putting in red, so you know where you're at. And the pieces do have some Technic and some standard bricks. This looks like it's going to be a fun set to put together. I'm kind of excited. I mean, the little details I've seen in pictures of this set are really phenomenal. So yeah, that's our instruction book. This is pretty cool. I have not seen a lighting kit in a flat box. This is my first time. And like I said, this set is set F9012. If I'm not mistaken, the set started with the wood cabin, which was F9001. So this would make this, and I may be wrong, this would make this the 12th build in the Funwhole series. Let's take a look and see what comes inside this flat box. Oh, nice. Okay. So we do have, it looks like 4 envelopes of lighting. We do have our tweezers. The brick separator is actually packaged in the lighting box, which I think is pretty cool. Normally in the newer sets, they're just thrown in the bags. And then we also have our battery box. So that's real cool. The only thing I don't see in here is a screwdriver, because I'm sure this one, yep, this one just slides open. Now they do usually give you an option in these sets to run it with an USB. So I'll see when I open these packages if there's a USB connector in there. I'm pretty sure there should be. So let me put this back. And now we'll take a look at the pieces and get them spread out for view. Okay, so looking at the spread, you can see that we do have our lighting kit, our instruction manual, sticker sheet, and 11 steps, 11 groups of bags consisting of 34 individual bags to make this set. Looks like it's going to be a really cool set. There is no F bag, so I don't know if F bags were around back in 2021. F bags normally do have the minifigures, which this set does not have any minifigures, and the specialty light bricks. One bag they do have is this bag here of fabric elements, which consists of the canopy for the camper and some lace curtains. So those are going to look really pretty too. So it's going to be interesting to see, as this is my first really older set, to see how Funwhole used to incorporate their light kits into the build. From what I understand, sometimes you did have to smash the bricks together and pinch the wires between them. So we're going to find out, and hopefully I can be gentle enough to where I don't have to contact Lumibricks to send me a new lighting kit, and I won't break any wires. All right, folks, these are the pieces. Now let's get it all assembled so we can get a good look at the classic Funwhole camper van. Are you ready to vacation? Well, pack your bags and let's go.
Okay friends, that's the build. Now let's take a detailed look at the 2021 Funwhole-Camper van. This set was a joy to build. Even though it was an older set, I still had a lot of fun, and I think it may stem from the fact that I've built so many different Lumibricks and Funwhole sets over the past 8 months. I've kind of gotten into the groove with them. The detail on this camper van is really nice. Right here we've got a little license plate that says FO 2021. It's a New York license plate that says Vacation Caravan. Got a really cool detailed little grill. The lights are really pretty. And the old style pickup truck look is really neat. I think it was kind of like to rival the Lego old-fashioned truck they had back in the day. It's even the same color. But we do have these doors that do open up, so you can see the inside of the cab. We've got some cool stickers on the dash to show the air conditioning vents, stereo, glove box. The steering wheel is really low. I don't understand why, but I mean, you know, Funwhole was in their infancy and they were just starting out, so I give them a little grace there. And then you've got the Technic brick kind of showing here that's holding up this side, and a brick built seat that is pretty nice. It's got a little yellow pillow on the back there, a little lumbar support. This side here does also open up. You can see another support beam, and you can see the shifter there. Really cool looking little truck. Outside we've got a brick built chair, which is really cool. Neat little technique there, little A-frame design. We've got a little plate with some cheese wheels and a cookie, as well as a wine glass. The wine glass and the cookies are not tied down or studded down, so you got to be careful when moving it around. We've got the pearlized shine on the hubcaps here. We've got a handrail. We've got some windows that look into the kitchen area. You can see that the pan is on the stove. This awning is pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like was, and the same was with the La Brisa set, the sail. The La Brisa set, the sail was really big, so of course it was hard to package it in the box, so it had to be folded. This fabric element could have been placed in the instruction manual, so that way it could have stayed flat. So it was creased in like 4 different areas. So if you have an iron, which I don't know if anybody ever does anymore, you can go ahead and starch it and kind of iron it out to make it look a little better. I feel like over time it's going to go ahead and fall, so that should be okay. All right, we got these cool little side mirror builds here that do have a sticker to reflect, or to reflect a reflection. We got some windows that look into the bedding area, as well as some small windows up here. The hood doesn't open. It's just brick built shut like that, and I think it's all right. I think it still works. Cool sticker for windshield wipers right there. And over on this side here, we have more windows that look into the bedroom area. And we have a couple of little windows here that also pop open. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. And it kind of just looks in on the back of the sofa, but still a neat little feature. Another little feature I liked was this little brick built ladder that goes up to the top. That's really cool. On the back, we do have a plaque that says try out different lifestyle. And it says happy camping, as well as our license plate on the rear, a spare tire, air conditioning unit, and a little sticker of the, I believe it's the, is it called the A-frame cabin, or is, I don't know what the proper title is for the Funwhole set. Oh, yes, thank you. All right. And then we have these studs here, which hold on the battery pack. Since this is a display piece and not something you're going to put really in a city, I guess I don't mind that. Plus, you can always connect it to USB on your shelf so that it's a little cleaner looking. All right. On the top of the camper, we do have this little ice chest. Pretty neat. You open it up, and it does have a couple of bottles, and I don't know, what is that? Hidden Valley Ranch? And then it's supposed to kind of open and clip on, but for some reason it doesn't want to stay on there, so I just leave it closed. I mean, it's supposed to hinge open like this. And then it kind of like just collapses back. But see, it doesn't want to stay, so I will just attach it and leave it alone. There we are. Nope. There. Nope. This would be a case for the Craggle, if you ask me. I don't talk about those things. All right. Anyway, this cool little awning does have decorative lights around it that look really great at night. On the top, we do have these solar panels that fold. Really cool. And here we do have our door that opens up and strangely has a croissant in a basket hanging on the door. So I don't know, when you want your croissant on the go, maybe. Inside, you can see a little refrigerator, and you can see the couch and the sink. We'll get a good look at that here just in a minute. Very nice. All right, let's move up top. So here you can see the solar panels I was speaking of, and we have an exhaust fan, which is really cool. You can look in the window and kind of see the bed and some of the details inside. And there's also a hatch up here that opens up and allows you to look in. Pretty neat little details. And of course here we see one of the adhesive items has come off, which seems to be a reoccurring problem with adhesive Funwhole lights even to this day. All right, let's get it opened up and see if we can look inside that way. So the top of the camper does lift off to reveal the interior, and here you can see that we do have a refrigerator, some magnets on it. We've got a radio hanging underneath that light right there. We've got some really cute lace curtains that lead to the cockpit of the car. We've got our table here with our our couch with our adjustable table. We do have a shower, complete with some bathing products, shampoos and whatnot. Not a very private shower if you ask me. This may be a camper for one. One of the things that I really didn't like and couldn't find a way to figure out how to hide was this mess of spaghetti wire over here. The instruction book says twist them around, try to, gather them. But in the angle it's at and the different length of the wires, it was really hard. So I did twist them, and then I one by one carefully plugged them in and then stuck it to the wall, crooked. And the wires just went and unraveled. So yeah, unfortunately, I should say fortunately, because fortunately over the last few years, Funwhole has gotten really, really great at hiding the wires and hiding the battery boxes. So kudos to Funwhole, kudos to Lumibricks. On this side over here, we do have our kitchenette, complete with a little trash compactor that's got some cherries in it. We got a pumpkin up there ready to be cut up. We've got a stove heating up a pan. And then this was a really interesting choice. There's a sink full of translucent blue tiles or studs that I guess are supposed to be the water. So that's pretty cool. We do have some cabinetry down at the bottom. Cleaver on the wall, and there's that croissant I was talking about. So yeah, really cool. And the top does just snap on, and it transfers power through this contact plate right here to the top level. But yeah, that's the interior right there. And the piece that was hanging down a second ago, turns out that was the piece that's supposed to be just adhesive, glued to the to a little 1x4 plate, and there's just not enough surface area for it to stay. So it fell out, and you can see that over here, right there. It's supposed to stick to that plate, but there's just no way. All right, let's get that top put back on. When you snap the top back on, all you have to do is grab these pieces here and reattach them to the clips to put your awning back up. Just like that. And then you can see that the lighting on top has come back on now that we have snapped it back together. Really good looking little set. And now opening up the hatch on top, we can look in and get sort of a view of the bed, but you probably get a better look at it through the window. You can see that we've got a little plant on the little table next to the bed. There's the pillows. Looking at it from the other side, you can see that there's also a little bookshelf and a little dresser for your clothing. I do love the touches like the little family photo and the clock on the wall. Really cool. If you're into that RV camper van life, you'd really get a kick out of this set. Okay friends, that's going to do it for my build and review of this classic Funwhole set, the Funwhole camper van. If you enjoyed this video review, please do me a favor and like the video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Share it with your friends and drop me a comment down below. What was your favorite part of the video? What was your favorite part of the build? Are you picking up Funwhole and Lumibricks sets? There's still a lot of Funwhole sets online left. This one, however, I don't think is available anymore. However, I will do some searching and see if I can't find the link for you guys anyway. I will put all of my affiliate links down in the description below, my affiliate links for all companies, and you can peruse whatever you like. And remember, when you're going to order anyway, it doesn't do anything, doesn't hurt you, doesn't cost you anything to use my link. It just helps out the channel a little bit. Anyway, take care of yourselves, you guys. We'll see you next time. And remember, when life starts getting you down, just take it brick by brick. See ya.